Well, this week's Taylor Athlete of the Week has been on a tear in her last 5 games, including 2 big wins for the Trojans last week against Bethel and Grace. Her name is Merideth Deckard. Merideth, you scored 18 points against Bethel, 17 against Grace, and oh, by the way, you just happen to have made 11 out of your last 18 threes for a whopping 61.1%. How big does that hoop look right now when you're shooting at it?
It looks pretty big right now, but I don't want to jinx myself, so.
Do you feel, has anything felt different these last couple of games, particularly last week after the 2 weeks off? It can, having you and the rest of the girls have a little bit of rust wouldn't be surprising being off for 2 weeks, but you guys picked up right where you left off, particularly yourself. Did you have a good feeling going into last week?
Yeah, I did. I really think the rest helped our team out, just allowed some of us with injuries to recover, come back full strength, and our unity and bonding is right there, right where we left off. So that helps us a lot.
You mentioned the injuries. You missed 2 games early December due to an injury, but in those last 5 games, you scored at least 15 points in all 5 of them, and you've made 25 of 45 threes for just about 56%. What's led to that recent success?
Just being in the gym a lot. In the beginning of the year, I struggled a little bit shooting, and fortunately for me, I'm feeling it now. So I hope I can continue it and just staying in the gym and getting my shots up.
We've known about your deep range ever since you got here to campus. How do you keep trying to add inches and feet to that range? Because it's gotten deeper and deeper since you got here a couple of years ago.
Yeah, just messing around in the gym at nights, seeing how far I can go. Coach likes to yell nope when I shoot it, so his doubt in me, that motivates me to scoot back a little bit more.
So could we see you pulling from the logo before you graduate? Is that what I'm hearing?
I can try my best. No promises though.
Well, I don't want you to get benched, so let's make sure.
Yeah,
Let's make sure
not.
my coach. Yeah, let's make sure Coach Martinez signs off on that before we're pulling from the logo.
Yeah.
Merideth, you're 3rd in the NAI in threes made with 45, 10th in threes made per game. A year ago, you led the NAI and broke the school record at just above 50% from 3. Now, Abby and Becca and all the other seniors are gone from a year ago, so that kind of focuses a lot of attention to you from the 3-point shooting standpoint. How have you been able to keep shooting at such a high clip with even more focus on you this year?
Yeah, there definitely is a lot more focus on me, but my teammates do a good job of getting me the ball when I'm open, setting screens, getting me set up for that shot.
What's the most important thing as a shooter to maybe keep in the back of your mind, particularly maybe if you miss a couple early on in the game?
Just to keep your confidence up. If you're a shooter, you're a shooter. It'll eventually come. I know I've had a lot come in and out, and it's frustrating as a shooter knowing that you can make those. But just keep shooting. Coach wants me to keep shooting, and it's nice to have that green light, so that's what I have to do.
The other impressive part of your game this year is you're averaging a career high in assists at just almost 4 per game. You're one of the top players in assist to turnover ratio in the country as well. How did you make that jump this season after having to be a shooter coming off the bench your first 2 seasons? How did you add that element to your game this offseason?
Yeah, so I think defense is a big role this year for me too. Whereas the previous 2 years, I was more just coming in to shoot. Now I play a more defensive role, and with that, I think I'm better at anticipating passes, and that leads to my steals. And I usually have teammates that run the floor very well. You have Gretchen, you have Kayla, all the posts that get down there, and they make my job easier getting them the ball, and they do the rest.
You and the team are on the road this week at Lourdes Wednesday and then at St. Francis on Saturday. What's your go-to move there on road trips? Since you guys haven't been on one in a while, I thought that might be something fun to know.
Yeah, we haven't been on one in so long. It seems like we normally take naps before the game. Not a lot of talking. I put my headphones in personally and close my eyes for a little bit.
Well, Meredith, enjoy the 2 road trips this week. Best of luck against Lourdes and St. Francis.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Rick.
That's Merideth Deckard, this week's TU Athlete of the Week. For more information on Taylor women's basketball, just log on to TaylorTrojans.com.